Welcome to Sophia Animations, the home of inspiring, soul-touching stories that reflect real life, godly values, and powerful lessons. We want to say a big thank you to all our amazing viewers around the world. Your love, your support, your shares and comments, they all mean so much to us. You're the reason this channel is growing stronger every day. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with someone. Your support helps us reach more lives with stories that matter. As you watch today's episode, we pray that God will bless you abundantly, guide your steps, and protect you from every secret enemy. May you always rise above envy and betrayal.
You know, it's almost unfair that the man who owns half the skyline still finds a way to blend into it so quietly. I've seen you before, you know. Not just here, but in places where elegance whispers and wealth echoes. You carry both like a secret. Most men in your shoes would wear their power like a crown. But you wear it like cologne, subtle, but impossible to ignore. I've always wondered what kind of man hides behind that calm gaze. Tonight, I decided I wouldn't just wonder. I had to find out.
That's a rare kind of introduction, Miss
Sophia. Just Sophia, for now. Mysteries are more enjoyable when they unfold slowly, don't you think?
Well, Sophia, I must say, you've already painted quite the picture. Though I wonder, am I the mystery here, or is it you? Most people see wealth and assume they understand the man behind it. But you're different. You don't pretend to look away. That's refreshing.
Let's not pretend, Daniel. The world notices power. It listens to money. And in this world, you don't walk into a room, you shift its gravity. Women notice. I notice. I've watched how doors open before you touch them. How conversations pause when you enter. The kind of influence. It's captivating. But I'm not here because you're rich, though I'd be lying if I said it didn't catch my attention. I'm here because I believe there's something more beneath all that elegance. Something no Forbes article could ever capture.
You're bold, Sophia. And honest, at least in a carefully curated way. Most people pretend not to care about what I have. They act impressed by the man, but watch the money. You, on the other hand, look me in the eye and say it without shame. That's rare. But tell me, if I weren't standing here in this suit, if I weren't the man with the skyline and the headlines, would you still have walked across this room?
That's a fair question. And maybe it deserves an unfair answer. I might not have noticed you, Daniel. Not right away. But the truth is, wealth opens a door. What happens inside that room, though? That depends on the man. And I get the feeling you're not just another man in a tailored suit. I want to know you, Daniel, not just the fortune, but the fire behind it. The story. The scars. The man who built an empire with his name and still stands quietly at the edge of a party.
You speak like someone who's seen both charm and chaos. And survived. I like that. But be careful, Sophia. Stories like mine are built on cliffs. And people who chase gold often find the ground beneath them shifts more than they expect.
Then maybe I like the thrill. Or maybe I've already decided that the view from your side of the world is worth the risk.
She walks like she belongs to a world I've been chasing. Graceful, poised, dangerous. And yet, in just a few minutes, she spoke to me like we'd known each other for years. No masks, no pretending, not even subtlety in her admiration. Is it me she's drawn to? Or the life I represent? I've met hundreds of women who smiled like that, but walked away when the real man behind the fortune stepped forward. I don't want flattery. I don't need another admirer of my wealth. I need a partner, a home, someone who sees my scars, not just my success, someone who would have walked across the room if I had nothing. But still, something in her eyes. It wasn't just hunger. There was fire, curiosity, maybe a little loneliness too. Or was that just me, seeing what I wanted to see? God, I've waited so long. Am I hoping again, too quickly?
Sophia, I invited you here today not to judge, but to speak with you as a father would a daughter. I've watched you grow. I've seen your brilliance, your confidence, your ability to command a room. You are a woman of great beauty, yes, but more than that, you carry influence. But my heart is troubled. I've heard the stories, and some of them I've seen with my own eyes, how you dismiss young men, not because of character or values, but simply because they don't meet a certain financial threshold. You've wounded hearts, and now, you're walking down a path that may lead to regret. Let me speak plainly, my daughter, money answers many things, but it cannot answer everything. It cannot mend broken trust. It cannot hold a marriage together in seasons of trial. It cannot replace kindness, patience, or the quiet strength of a good man who fears God and honors his wife. The man with millions who lacks honor will make your life a golden prison. Marriage is a covenant, not a business deal. It is built on shared purpose, mutual respect, sacrifice, and vision. I'm not asking you to marry a poor man out of pity, but to open your eyes. You're chasing the glitter and forgetting the gold. A humble man with integrity is better than a wealthy man with no compass.
Pastor, with all due respect, I came here expecting encouragement, not a sermon from the Stone Age. You say money isn't everything in marriage, but Pastor, I've seen what poverty does to love. Love disappears when there is no food on the table. Respect fades when a man can't provide. Women who marry good men with empty wallets end up suffering silently, praying day and night for a breakthrough that never comes. Why should I lower my standards? Why should I pretend money doesn't matter, when it does? The Bible you preach says money answereth all things. And I believe it. I've made my choice. I want a man who can take care of me, who can give me the life I deserve. Why should I apologize for that? The men you're talking about, those ones I rejected? They didn't come with vision, Pastor. They came with dreams and no direction. What am I supposed to do? Marry struggle and call it virtue?
Sophia, I hear your pain. And I know that behind your bold words is a heart that has seen things. Perhaps your mother suffered. Perhaps you've tasted lack. I'm not ignorant of life's harshness. But hear me one more time, wealth without wisdom is a storm waiting to happen. What will you do when the rich man you married loses his wealth? Will love still live in that house? Will he still respect you, or will you become disposable? You see riches as security, but the true security in marriage is character. Money can buy a house, but it takes love, patience, and sacrifice to build a home. You think you are winning by choosing rich men, but I fear you're trading diamonds for polished stones. My daughter, humble yourself before God humbles you. The same men you mock today may be the ones others will celebrate tomorrow.
Then let them be celebrated by someone else, Pastor. I'm not desperate. I know what I want. And when I marry, it will be someone who matches the life I've envisioned, not someone I'll have to build from scratch. That's not my calling. I didn't come here to argue, but I won't sit here and be guilt-tripped into changing my standards. Life is hard enough. I don't need a man who brings more problems, I need one who solves them.
I will say no more. but I'll pray for you. One day, the noise of this world will fade, and you'll remember this conversation. I only hope it won't be too late when you do.
Collins, you won't believe how many ladies are all over me lately. This house, the car, bro, it's like a magnet. Sophia literally said I must be the kind of man women pray for. I didn't even try hard, just parked the Benz and smiled. You're the real boss here, but they think it's all mine. Funny, right? I mean, we're friends. You don't mind me enjoying the attention a bit?
Daniel, I've kept quiet for too long. Yes, I let you stay here, use the car, even wear some of my clothes. But this, pretending it's all yours, lying to these women. You've taken my kindness and turned it into a stage for deception. You're not just borrowing things, you're stealing an identity. And you're proud of it.
Come on, man. It's not that deep. You know how people are, if you don't look rich, no one listens. I just wanted to feel respected for once. I didn't plan for it to go this far.
But it has gone far. They don't respect you, Daniel, they respect who they think you are. That's not admiration, it's illusion. If you want to be respected, build your own life. Don't hide behind mine. And if Sophia only likes you because of the Benz and this apartment, maybe she's not the right woman to begin with.
I didn't mean to mess things up. I just got carried away.
Hope, I can't stop thinking about Daniel. He's everything, elegant, calm, confident. From the first moment we spoke, I knew he was different. The way he carries himself. You can tell he has money and class. We've talked a few times now. He's serious, focused. I honestly think he's the kind of man I've been praying for. Not like those broke dreamers with big talk and no action. And Pastor Elijah tried to lecture me again. He said money isn't everything in marriage. I respect him, but come on, love without financial security is just stress. Sophia, I understand where you're coming from. But what makes Daniel special isn't the wealth, it's his heart. He's humble, kind, and God-fearing. That's what I've always admired about him. Honestly, it's hard seeing him drawn to you. Not because you're beautiful or confident, but because I hoped someone like him would see someone like me. I just hope you're not missing who he really is because you're focused on what he has. Hope, I'm not wrong to want security. I've seen too many women suffer in the name of love. I want peace, not pain. Daniel checks the boxes. That's all I'm saying. Just be sure he's falling for you, not for who you pretend to be. And don't lose something real over shallow motives. Daniel's looking for a woman of depth, not just attraction. I hear you. But I know what I'm doing.
I've shown myself long enough. I've worn clothes I didn't want to wear, driven a car I wouldn't drive, and walked around pretending to be someone I'm not. And for what? Attention? Empty admiration? All these women who surround me. None of them know the real me. The boy from a humble background. The man still trying to build something of his own. I'm tired of the performance. It's time I stop living in someone else's shadow and start standing in the truth, even if it costs me everything. God, if I must lose them all to find the one you have for me, so be it. Father, I've made mistakes. I've let pride and fear lead me down the wrong path. Forgive me for pretending. I don't want a woman who loves me for what I have. I want someone who loves me for who I am in you. Lord, give me a true daughter of yours. Someone who values character above possessions, and faith above status. Help me become the kind of man you can trust with a godly wife. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hey, Sophia. I hope you're enjoying the break.
Oh, hey. Yeah, Just trying to clear my head. It's been a long morning.
Tell me about it. That client from yesterday almost made me rewrite the entire proposal. Twice.
They're always like that. Never satisfied. But you handled it well, I saw your report. Neat and straight to the point.
Thanks. I try my best. You're always so detailed too. I admire how you manage your work. You're sharp, confident, and focused.
Thanks. I don't joke with my work. What can I say? I have standards.
That's one of the reasons I respect you. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to say.
Oh. What's that?
Sophia, I know we don't talk much outside work, but I've been watching from afar. You carry yourself with grace, and I admire that. I don't have much to offer, no big car or fancy life, but I've been praying. And honestly, I feel strongly led to tell you that I'd like to marry you someday. I'm not saying this to play games. I'm speaking from a sincere heart.
Wait. You're actually proposing to me? Like this? Are you being serious right now? You want to marry me? With what? Hope and handshakes? Do I look like someone who came into this world to suffer?
Sophia, I know where I stand. But I believe love and commitment matter more than wealth. I'm building. I'm not lazy or careless. I believe marriage is about growing together, not showing off.
Please spare me the motivational speech. You're a good man, maybe, but not for me. I don't want to manage. I want comfort, real comfort. Not dreams. Look at you. No car. No house. And yet you're out here talking about marriage? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry if I offended you. That wasn't my intention. I just thought maybe you'd see past appearances. But thank you for showing me your heart. At least now, I know where I stand. God bless you.
Daniel? Wow. Is that really you? I almost didn't recognize you without your car. What's going on? I never imagined I'd see you walking. Is your driver on break or something?
Hey Sophia. Yeah, it's really me. No, there's no driver. And no car either. This is the real me. I've always loved walking, to be honest. Gives me time to think, to breathe. To just be myself without the noise.
Wait, hold on. No car? You mean the car I always saw you with? The one you used to drive into the office complex, the one you came to church with? That car? Are you saying it wasn't yours?
That's exactly what I'm saying. The house too. And the fancy clothes. All of that belonged to my friend, Collins. I stayed with him for a while. He offered me a place when things got tight for me. I never corrected the assumptions people made. I guess part of me liked being seen as successful. But truth is, I've never been rich, Sophia. I was just trying to build something meaningful with my small hands and big faith.
You lied to everyone? All this time? You allowed people to believe you were rich. Do you know how embarrassing that sounds? I mean, what kind of man pretends to be wealthy just to get attention?
I didn't go around claiming to be rich. I just didn't stop anyone from assuming. But I've realized something. I was chasing admiration instead of authenticity. And it left me empty. So I've let it all go, The show, the pressure, the image. I want to live in truth now. Even if that means walking, even if it means people like you see me differently.
So, all those times I thought you were different, better. It was all just borrowed shine? Daniel, I don't even know what to think anymore. You actually had me considering, forget it.
It's okay, Sophia. I didn't expect you to understand right away. But I'm not ashamed of who I am anymore. I may not have riches, but I have peace. And I know that someday, the right woman will love me, not for what I drive, but for who I am in God.
Hope, thank you again for always availing yourself to serve. You carry such a quiet strength. It's not every day we see a young lady so consistent in the things of God. There's something I wanted to share with you, and I've taken time to pray about it before bringing it up. A young man I've been mentoring came to me recently. He's serious about marriage and asked if I knew any God-fearing woman he could meet. And immediately, your name came to mind. He's not wealthy, no luxury, no fame. But he's hard-working, sincere, and walking with God. He has a vision and a clear plan for his future. He may not shine by the world's standards now, but I believe he will grow into a strong man of value. Now, I'm not trying to pressure you. I simply want you to pray about it and let the Lord lead your heart. What matters most in marriage is not the flash we see at the start, but the foundation that lasts through the seasons.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your honesty and trust in bringing this to me. And truly, I'm honored that you thought of me in that way. You see, Pastor, I've watched how many of my peers chase after shadows, riches, appearances, status, only to end up in pain and regret. I've told myself and God that I don't want that life. If this young man is serious, and if God is truly leading him, then who am I to resist his will? I've never prayed for a rich husband, Pastor. I've prayed for a real man, a man that loves God more than he loves himself. Someone who values purpose, who speaks truth even when it costs, and who sees marriage as a covenant, not a convenience. Wealth fades. Looks change. But character, faith, and vision, those are what endure. If this young man has a future, and his heart is in the right place, I am willing to meet him. And if it's God's plan, I'll walk in it with peace.
Bless you, Hope. What you've just said reveals a maturity that many young women are yet to grasp. It's not about falling in love with wealth or image. It's about choosing to love the one God has chosen for you. I'll speak with him, and if you're both willing, perhaps we can arrange a simple meeting. No pressure, no expectations, just two children of God talking with open hearts. Let's keep praying and let the Lord lead.
What just happened? Daniel. Trekking? In this heat? And such a long distance too? That's not the Daniel I used to know. That's not the man I used to dream about. He used to shine, clean car, designer clothes, wristwatch that screamed money. Now he's walking the streets like one of those struggling men I never even look at twice. So, it was all a show. All borrowed. The house, the car, the image. Nothing was truly his. How could I have been so blind? I was already thinking ahead, imagining a life of class and comfort. A man I could flaunt to my friends. Someone who made others jealous. But now. No. I can't do this. I can't associate myself with someone who doesn't match my standards. I've worked too hard to build this reputation. I refuse to let pity or confusion drag me into a life of managing. Whatever I thought I felt. It's gone. Just like his illusion of wealth. From now on, I'll keep my distance. He can live his humble life, but he won't drag me down with him. Hope. You won't believe what just happened. I saw Daniel, yes, that Daniel, on the road today. Trekking. Sweating like someone who missed the bus. No car. No driver. Just him and dust. I couldn't believe my eyes. I even joined him at first, thinking it was just one of those random moments. I asked him casually about the car. You know what he told me? That the car wasn't his. Not even the house I once visited him in. Everything was borrowed, from his friend. He said he was just trying to find himself and live in truth. Can you imagine? So all this while, I was thinking I had finally found someone of class, someone I could walk with and hold my head high. I was picturing the future already, soft life, luxury trips, comfort without apology. And now, it turns out the whole thing was one big, pathetic performance. Hope. I'm completely done. I don't even want to be close to him anymore. I feel cheated. Embarrassed. How could I have been so blind? He's not the man I thought he was. And I can't afford to align myself with someone whose reality is this far from my expectations. No matter how humble he claims to be, I'm not interested. That chapter is closed. For good. Sophia. I hear the frustration in your voice. I can't pretend to understand exactly how you feel, but I think I understand why you feel this way. But let me ask you something. What exactly was it that made you like Daniel in the first place? Was it him, or the life you thought he could offer you? Because from what I've seen, Daniel is a respectful, God-fearing man. He's calm, humble, and not carried away by the crowd. I always thought you admired that about him too. Hope, please. Don't start. Yes, I admired his composure. But let's be honest, what is humility without stability? I thought he had both. I was drawn to what looked like a full package, God-fearing and financially solid. You think I want to suffer? I know what poverty feels like, and I don't want to go back there, especially not through marriage. And that's fair. No one is asking you to choose suffering. But there is a difference between poverty and a man who is still building. I've seen too many people chase wealth and end up miserable in their marriages. Meanwhile, the ones who chose based on character and God's leading, they're thriving, even when it's not flashy. Daniel may not have much now, but if his heart is right, and he's willing to grow, that's something money can't buy. Don't throw away a good man just because the cover doesn't sparkle anymore. You always say things that make me feel like I'm the shallow one. I don't say it to shame you. I say it because I care. Just don't let disappointment close your heart. Pray about it. Even if Daniel isn't the one, let it not be because of pride. I'll think about it. But right now, I just want to breathe. Everything feels so mixed up. Take your time. But let your heart be open to truth. Not just fantasy.
You see how smooth this baby rides. I told you, this car's got class. No rattles, no struggles. That's why I keep saying, you need to get yours soon, bro.
I won't even lie, this car is a boss on the road. Clean, comfortable, and it matches your vibe perfectly. I just don't want to rush into anything yet, you know? One step at a time.
One step at a time. That sounds like something a man says when he's hiding money. Or are you planning something tough? Mama, that's your mom.
Yeah. She calls sometimes just to check in. Let me quickly take it. Hello, Mama. Good evening.
My son. How are you? Have you received the funds I told your father to send? And how is your apartment? Still managing without the chef?
Mom, not now. I'm in the middle of something, I'll call you back later. Just greet Daddy for me, okay? Everything is fine.
But wait, don't forget to.
Yes, Mom, I know. We'll talk later. Love you. Bye-bye.
Apartment, chef. Sounds like Mama was about to expose a few things.
Don't mind her. You know how mothers can exaggerate. One small kitchenette, they'll call it a palace. I'm just trying to live a simple life, honestly.
Right, simple life, with international transfers and chefs involved. Are you sure you're not the real rich man pretending to be poor?
I wish, bro. But let's just say I'm trying to live outside the shadow of expectations. Sometimes, it's better not to let the world know everything.
Alright, I won't press. But just know, if one day I see a mansion and someone says, Daniel lives here, I won't even be shocked.
Then I'll tell them you always had a prophet's eye. Sophia. Good afternoon. I know you're probably busy, but I couldn't hold back anymore. I've been meaning to come here since we last saw. You've been on my mind, every single day. Honestly, from the very first day we met, right there at the cafe, I felt something I haven't felt in years. And not just attraction. Something deeper. I felt peace when you spoke to me. Your confidence, your grace, the way you looked at me. I couldn't sleep that night, Sophia.
Daniel, is this why you came here? To waste my time with poetic feelings? Because if it is, you were seriously mistaken. I have real work to do.
No. I'm not here to waste your time. I just wanted to be real with you. I've been pretending for too long, trying to look like someone I'm not, just to be accepted. But I've dropped all of that now. Yes, the house I stayed in wasn't mine. The car I drove wasn't mine either. But my heart, my intentions. Those are real. I came to tell you how much I care about you. How much I've wanted to build a future with you, not because of money, but because you're special.
Are you hearing yourself, Daniel? So after deceiving me with a fake lifestyle, you think you can just show up with a flower and a love speech, and I should fall into your arms? Do you know how ridiculous you sound? You don't have a house. You don't have a car. You don't even have a proper job from what I've gathered. And yet you walk in here acting like some prince from a fairy tale.
Sophia, I never meant to deceive you. I only tried to fit into the world I thought you'd accept me in. But I can't lie anymore. I'm not a rich man. Not yet. But I'm hardworking, I fear God, and I know how to treat a woman right. I came here today because I believe love isn't built on what we have, it's built on who we are. I wanted to start something real with you.
Real? What's real about suffering? Let me make this clear, Daniel, I'm not the kind of woman who's interested in struggling with a man. I've seen poverty. I've watched it destroy families. I made a vow to myself, I will never end up with a man who cannot provide comfort and security. So if you came here hoping to build castles with love speeches and hope, you've walked into the wrong woman's life.
Understand. More than you know. But I'll tell you this, Sophia, I may not have the things you want today, but I have what matters. And one day, God willing, someone will see that and call it more than enough. I only pray it's not too late for you to realize that what looks small now may be the very thing your heart truly needs.
Goodbye, Daniel. Close the door on your way out.
I never expected her to react like that. Not Sophia. Not after everything I felt between us. Was it all in my head? Just because I don't have a car or a house today, I'm suddenly beneath her? Still, I can't let it end like this. I need to talk to her again, just once more. Maybe if I speak calmly. If I explain things better. Maybe she'll understand I came with a sincere heart. I'll give it one last try. One more visit. And if she still shuts the door, then I'll finally walk away for good.
Sophia, good morning. I just came to pick up the client files you said you were done with. I didn't mean to interrupt. Morning, Hope. You're not interrupting anything important. Just life acting foolish again. You don't look okay. Is everything all right? You seem frustrated. Frustrated doesn't even begin to describe how I feel right now. You won't believe who came into my office this morning. Who? Daniel. That same Daniel you've seen me talk about before. The one I thought was everything a woman would want. He had the car, the confidence, the composure. Or so I thought. What happened? What did he want? He came here with this ridiculous look on his face, smiling like he had just won my heart. Brought a flower, one cheap flower, and started pouring out all these emotional lines about how he's loved me since the day we met, and how he's not really rich, and how the house and car I saw weren't his. Can you imagine that? The audacity. He came back to confess he's actually poor. Like that's something I should clap for. Wow. That's a lot. But Sophia, are you upset because he lied? Or because he's not rich? Both, Hope. I mean, who does that? He knew exactly what he was doing from the start. Dressing like a king, moving like one, letting me believe he had it all. And now he wants me to just forget everything and love him for his heart. No house, no car, no visible future, and I should say yes, because of love. I'm sorry, but I'm not that foolish. I've worked too hard to climb out of poverty to go and marry into it. I need security, not sentiments. I hear you, Sophia. Truly, I do. But do you ever wonder what would happen if you found a man who may not have all those things now, but genuinely values you? I mean, it sounds like Daniel was honest. Even if he started on the wrong foot. Sometimes good people are hidden behind ordinary appearances. Hope, don't start sounding like him. You know me, I don't settle for less. And no amount of sincerity can pay rent or buy peace of mind. Let someone else play that game. Not me. All right. I didn't come to preach. I just came for the files on the Donnelly contract. You mentioned they'd be ready this morning. They're right there. Go ahead and take them. Sorry for the rant. Just needed to let off steam. It's okay. We all need to vent sometimes. I hope you find the peace you're looking for, Sophia. I hope so too.
Oh. Wow. Good afternoon. I think I know you. Aren't you Hope? Sophia's friend?
Yes, that's me. And you're Daniel, right? I've heard a lot about you. From Sophia.
I figured you might have. Probably not in the best reviews, I assume?
Well, she had a lot to say. Some of it was surprising. But I try not to judge people based on one side of a story.
That means a lot, Hope. Truly. I can't tell you how glad I am to run into you today. You might be the one person left who could actually listen to me without a wall already built up. I know I messed up. I should never have pretended to be someone I'm not. I got caught up in trying to be enough for Sophia. I thought if I looked successful, she'd see me as worthy. But now, everything's blown up, and she looks at me like I'm dirt under her feet.
That's hard. But at least you're being honest now. That counts for something. But Daniel, if you knew your life wasn't really what it seemed, why did you let her believe otherwise for so long?
Because I was afraid. Hope, I've seen how Sophia turns men down. I've heard the way she speaks about men who don't measure up to her standard. I wanted to approach her, but I knew she'd never even glance at a man like me, someone without wealth, a flashy car, or a big house. So yes, I stayed silent. I let her believe what she wanted. And when she started to talk to me, I thought maybe, just maybe, I had a chance to win her heart before she found out the truth. But I was wrong. And now, I can't get her out of my heart. I've prayed about it. I've asked God to take the feelings away, but it's like I still believe something good can come out of this.
You really love her?
With everything in me. I know how this sounds, like I'm chasing someone who doesn't want me. But love isn't about pride. I'm not begging because I am desperate. I'm pleading because I believe she's worth fighting for, if only she could see me beyond the lack of wealth. Hope, you're her closest friend. You speak reason. Maybe. Just maybe. If you talk to her, if you help her see my heart, not my background, she might give us one more chance to talk. One honest conversation without judgment.
Daniel, what you're asking isn't easy. Sophia is strong-willed, and once her mind is made up, it's hard to change it. But I also know she's not heartless. She's just guarded and shaped by pain and disappointment. Maybe what you did reminded her of past betrayals. Still, I can't promise anything, but I'll talk to her. Not to force her into anything, but to help her see clearly. And whether she listens or not, I think it's honorable that you're not hiding anymore. That's the kind of man worth knowing, not the one who fakes wealth, but the one who owns the truth and walks in it.
Thank you, Hope. I won't forget this. Even if it ends the same, I'll be at peace knowing I tried the right way this time.
Just keep being honest, Daniel. The right person will see you clearly when the time is right. Who knows? Maybe this story isn't over yet. Hope. Wow, what a surprise. I wasn't expecting you. Please come in, come in. Thank you, Sophia. I was passing through and decided to stop by. I've been meaning to check on you outside of work. You chose a good day. I've been home all day. Work's been draining lately. These files, these meetings. Honestly, sometimes I just want to disappear to a beach and forget adulthood for a week. You and me both. If I had $1 for every time I've daydreamed about resigning without notice, I'd probably have enough money to resign. Exactly. Life's been moving fast. I barely even have time to think straight anymore. Anyway, what's new with you? Well, actually, Sophia, that's part of why I came. There is something on my heart I really wanted to talk to you about, something important. Oh. Now you've got me curious. What is it? Don't tell me you were getting married and didn't invite me. No, it's not that. It's about someone we both know. I met Daniel yesterday, by chance, actually. Daniel? What about him? He was walking, and I ran into him on the road. We had a real conversation, an honest one. And Sophia, I have to say, he's not the man you think he is. He opened up to me with so much humility. He regrets the way he let you believe he was rich. He never meant to trick you, he was just afraid of losing your attention if you knew the truth too early. Hope. No. Don't do this. Don't sit here in my house and bring up that. That wretched man. A man who tried to manipulate me emotionally, walk into my life like a beggar with roses, and expected me to accept poverty in the name of true love. Sophia, I'm not asking you to accept poverty. I'm asking you to listen, just once. He's not perfect, yes. But he's real. He came clean. He said he's sorry. That he still cares. That he was wrong to hide the truth. Isn't that something worth acknowledging? No, it's not. You don't understand, Hope. All my life, I've struggled. I've watched my mother suffer in a marriage because of poverty. I made a vow to myself, I would never go back there. Never. And then here comes Daniel, with his smile, and his love, and his sincerity, thinking all of that is enough to cover up the fact that he is a nobody, no house, no car, no foundation. Why are you defending him? Why are you even speaking for him? Did he send you? No. He didn't send me. He didn't even ask me to come. I came because I care about you, Sophia. Because I see something deeper in this than your pride will allow you to admit. You talk about struggle, about not wanting to go back, but you forget, God doesn't always dress answers in fancy clothes. Sometimes your greatest blessing shows up looking ordinary. And if your heart can't recognize that, you might miss it. Then maybe I'd rather miss it. I don't need a man who has dreams and no reality. I want a man who is already standing, not when I have to help up. And if that makes me proud, so be it. All right, Sophia. I've said what I needed to say. I won't push you. Just don't let bitterness harden your heart so much that when love truly comes, you can't recognize it. Thanks for stopping by, Hope. I appreciate the visit. But please, let this be the last time Daniel's name is mentioned between us. Understood? I'll see you at work. Take care of yourself. What do you want in my office? And so, we're left with a burning question. Was Daniel truly a poor young man who simply fell in love with the wrong woman? Or was he only pretending to be poor, just to test Sophia's heart? Sophia's reaction says a lot, but the truth remains hidden. For now. One thing is certain, love built on lies will always be tested by the truth. Will Sophia ever see beyond riches? Will Hope's gentle voice change anything? And what exactly is Daniel hiding? Watch out for part 2, where secrets are revealed, choices are made, and destinies unfold. Thank you for watching.
Watch out for part 2.